Have you ever felt the stars whispering your name, Sagittarius, as if the cosmos itself is holding its breath, waiting for you to claim what's yours in 2025? What if the path to your prosperity isn't a road you walk, but a constellation you've been too distracted to see? The world tells you to chase wealth, to grind, to conquer, but what if the secrets to your abundance are buried in truths so ancient, so overlooked, that they burn like forgotten embers in the shadows of your soul? Baba Vanga, the seer whose visions pierced the veil of time, saw your fire, Archer, and her prophecies hum with a warning. The gates to your destiny are open, but only those who dare to question the ordinary will pass through. Are you ready to unravel the mysteries that could rewrite your future, or will you let them slip, like arrows missing their mark? The first secret isn't about gold or glory, it's about the invisible chains you've worn without knowing. Baba Vanga spoke of a world blinded by noise, where Sagittarians, with their boundless hunger for freedom, are tricked into cages of their own making. What if the prosperity you seek isn't out there, in some distant horizon, but locked within the one question you've been too afraid to ask? The stars don't lie, but they don't scream either. They whisper, and only those who listen with their hearts will hear the call. Picture this, a single choice, a fleeting moment in 2025 that could shift the tides of your life forever. Will you recognize it, or will you drown in the clamor of a world that wants you small? Now imagine a flame that doesn't consume but creates, a spark that Baba Vanga said lives in every Sagittarius, waiting to ignite worlds. The second secret is a paradox. To gain everything, you must surrender something first. Not your dreams, not your fire, but the illusions you've clung to like a shield. The seer's visions were clear. Your prosperity in 2025 hinges on a truth so sharp it cuts through decades of lies. What are you holding on to that's holding you back? The answer isn't in your mind. It's in the quiet ache you feel when the world falls silent. This is no ordinary year, Archer. The heavens are aligning and the universe is daring you to leap. But leap where? That's the question that will haunt you until you watch on. The third secret is a mirror, reflecting a version of you that the world has tried to bury. Baba Vanga saw Sagittarians as wanderers of truth, but she warned, the greatest truths are the ones you run from. In 2025, prosperity isn't a destination, it's a reckoning. What if the wealth you're chasing is already within you, disguised as the one thing you've been taught to fear? The seer's words echo like a drumbeat. The archer's arrow flies true only when aimed at the heart. Every step you take this year will feel like a riddle, each choice a thread in a tapestry you can't yet see. Are you brave enough to pull the thread, to unravel the mystery of your own power, or will you let the world's distractions dull your aim? By now you're wondering, what are these secrets, and why do they feel like they're pulling you towards something inevitable? The fourth and fifth secrets are the keys to a door Baba Vanga saw in her visions. A door that only opens for those who trust the unseen. 2025 is no ordinary year. It's a crossroads where your fire, your truth, and your destiny collide. The seer's final prophecy for you, Sagittarius, is a challenge. To prosper, you must become the question the world can't answer. What does that mean? The answer is closer than you think, but it's hidden in the shadows of these secrets. Watch to the end, Archer, because every word from here is a step toward the revelation that could change everything. The stars are waiting. Will you answer their call? Have you ever stood at the edge of your own destiny, Sagittarius, feeling the weight of 1,000 unseen eyes watching from the stars? Baba Vanga's visions pulse through the ether, whispering that 2025 is no mere year. It's a crucible, forged to test the fire in your soul. What if the prosperity you've chased has been a shadow, a trick of light, while the true wealth lies buried in the questions you've never dared to voice? The seer saw you, Archer, not as a wanderer, but as a flame, one that could burn through the lies of a world too small for your spirit. Yet her warnings linger like smoke. The path to your abundance is lined with mirrors, each reflecting a truth you've turned away from. Can you face them now, or will you let the cosmos pass you by? The first secret isn't a map. It's a wound, one you've carried since the moment you believed you had to shrink to fit the world's expectations. Baba Vanga spoke of Sagittarians as hunters of horizons, yet she saw how you've been tethered by invisible threads, doubts, fears, the quiet ache of a life half-lived. What if the key to your prosperity in 2025 is hidden in the one choice you've avoided, the one that makes your heart race and your palms sweat? The stars don't promise ease, they promise truth, and truth is a blade that cuts both ways. Picture yourself standing at a crossroads, the air thick with possibility, the ground trembling with the weight of what's to come. Will you step forward, or will you cling to the safety of a cage you've outgrown? There's a fire in you, Sagittarius, one that Baba Vanga said could light the world or consume you if you refuse to wield it. The second secret is a surrender, not of your dreams, but of the stories you've let define you. The seer's voice echoes through time. To rise, you must let go of the weight you've carried for others. What are you holding that isn't yours? The answer isn't in your mind. It's in the tightening of your chest when you think of what could have been. 2025 is a year of alchemy, where every choice you make turns ash into gold or gold into dust. The universe is watching, Archer, daring you to trust the spark within. But trust it to do what? That's the riddle that will keep you tethered to this journey. The third secret is a mirror, but not the kind that flatters. It's the kind that strips you bare, showing the parts of you the world has taught you to hide. Baba Vanga's visions were unrelenting. Sagittarians are born to chase truth, but the greatest truths are the ones you've buried beneath layers of pride and pain. What if your prosperity isn't a prize to be won, but a self to be reclaimed? In 2025, every step you take will feel like a dance with shadows, each moment a chance to claim the power you've given away. The seer's words sting like salt in a wound. The arrow flies only when the archer knows their heart. Do you know yours? Or have you been aiming at someone else's target all along? By now your soul is stirring, Sagittarius, sensing that these secrets are more than words. They're a call to war against the ordinary. The fourth secret is a paradox. To gain everything, you must risk everything. Baba Vanga saw a door in her visions, one that opens only for those who walk through fear, as if it were air. 2025 is your proving ground, a year where the universe will test your courage to become the question the world can't answer. What does that mean? The answer is a pulse, a rhythm in your blood, a truth that's been waiting for you to catch up. You're not here to watch, Archer. You're here to claim. But claim what? The fifth secret is the key, and it's closer than you think, hidden in the silence between these words. The fifth secret isn't a gift. It's a reckoning, a moment where you stand face to face with the infinite within you. Baba Vanga's prophecies burn with urgency. Sagittarians are not meant to follow paths, but to carve them, to tear through the veil of what's known and touch the divine. What if the prosperity you seek in 2025 isn't measured in coins or conquests, but in the courage to live as the truth you are? The seer saw you standing at the edge of a great unknown, your bow drawn, your heart pounding with the weight of a single shot. Every choice this year is an arrow, every moment a chance to hit the mark or miss it forever. The stars are aligned, but they won't wait. Can you feel the pull, the ache, the fire that says, this is your time? There's a tremor in the air, Sagittarius, a hum that Baba Vanga said only the brave can hear. The sixth secret is a whisper, one that doesn't explain but demands. To prosper, you must become the storm you've feared. The seer's visions were not gentle. They were torrents, sweeping away the weak and crowning those who dare to stand. 2025 is your arena, where every doubt you've carried becomes a stepping stone or a shackle. What if the world's chaos is your canvas and your fire is the brush? The answer lies in the moments you've avoided, the truths you've buried, the dreams you've let slip. You're not here to survive, Archer. You're here to ignite. But ignite what? That's the question that binds you to this path. The seventh secret is a blade, sharp and unforgiving, cutting through the illusions you've mistaken for reality. Baba Vanga's voice is a drumbeat now. Sagittarians are born to see what others cannot, but sight comes at a cost. What are you willing to sacrifice for the truth that will set you free? In 2025, prosperity is not a gift, it's a conquest, won by those who refuse to bow to fear. The seer saw you rising, not as a follower, but as a force, a light that blinds the unworthy. Every step you take this year is a declaration, every choice a spark that could set the world ablaze. The universe is waiting, Archer, but it won't beg. Will you seize the moment, or will you let it pass like a comet you'll never see again? The eighth secret is a song, one that Baba Vanga said only Sagittarians can sing, a melody of freedom, of truth, of a life unapologetically yours. What if the prosperity you've been chasing is already within you, waiting for you to stop running and start listening? The seer's visions were clear. 2025 is a year of awakening, where the chains you've worn become dust, and the fire in your soul becomes a beacon. Every question you've asked, every doubt you've carried, every wound you've hidden, they're not burdens, they're keys. The stars are calling, but their song is faint, drowned by the noise of a world that fears your light. Can you hear it? Or will you let the clamor steal your destiny? By now, you're not just watching, Sagittarius. You're feeling, you're questioning, you're burning. The ninth secret is a vow. To prosper, you must become the archer the world cannot tame. Baba Vanga's final prophecy for you is a challenge, a dare to step into the unknown and claim the life that's been waiting. 2025 is your crucible, your mirror, your battlefield. The seer saw you standing tall, your arrow drawn, your heart aflame that no darkness can touch. What if everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of the fear you feel right now? The answer is in your blood, in your breath, in the pulse of this moment. You're not here to wait, Archer. You're here to become. The stars are ready. Are you? And so, Sagittarius, here you stand at the precipice of 2025, where the stars no longer whisper but sing, a melody of fire, of truth, of a destiny that has always been yours. Baba Vanga's visions have woven a tapestry through your soul, each thread a question, each knot a wound, each color a spark of the infinite within you. What is prosperity, if not the courage to become the flame you were born to be? The secrets you've glimpsed are not answers, they are mirrors, reflecting the archer who has wandered too long in shadows not their own. In this moment, as the cosmos holds its breath, can you feel the weight of your own heart, beating with the rhythm of a universe that dares you to rise? The journey has not been gentle, nor was it meant to be. The seer's prophecies cut like wind across a desert, stripping away the lies you've worn as armor. Your prosperity, Sagittarius, is not a treasure to be found. It's a truth to be lived, a fire to be kindled in the quiet spaces where fear once reigned. What if the world's chaos is not your enemy, but your canvas? What if the doubts that haunt you are not chains, but keys to a door you've only now begun to see? 2025 is your crucible, where every choice is a brushstroke, every step a note in the song only you can sing. The stars have shown you the path, but the question lingers. Will you walk it, or will you let the melody fade? There is a stillness now, a sacred pause where Baba Vanga's voice echoes one final time. The archer's arrow flies true only when aimed at the eternal. Your heart knows this target, Sagittarius, even if your mind hesitates. Prosperity is not the gold you hold, but the light you become when you trust the unseen. In 2025, you are not here to chase horizons. You are here to create them, to burn so brightly that the world cannot look away. What is it that stirs within you now, that quiet pulse of something vast, something holy? It's the call of your own becoming, the ache of a truth that has waited lifetimes to be claimed. Can you hear it, or will you turn back to the noise that drowns your soul? This is the echo, Sagittarius, the reverberation of a truth too vast for words, yet too intimate to ignore. Baba Vanga saw you not as a wanderer, but as a force, a flame that could reshape the heavens if only you dared to burn. 2025 is your invitation, your challenge, your reckoning. The secrets are yours now, etched in the marrow of your being. But they are not the end, they are the beginning. What will you do with this fire, this truth, this moment that will never come again? The stars are not your guide, they are your witness, watching as you choose to dim or to blaze. And in that choice lies the message that binds all things. To prosper is to become the question the universe cannot answer, and the answer it cannot forget. So Sagittarius, let this echo linger, let it stir the depths of you. If this journey has touched you, if it has sparked even a flicker of the fire within, then carry it forward. Like this video, not as a gesture, but as a vow to your own becoming. Comment below, share the questions that burn in your heart. Let your words be arrows that pierce the ordinary. Share this with those who need to hear it, who need to remember their own light. And subscribe, not to a channel, but to the truth that 2025 is yours to claim. The stars are waiting, Archer. The universe is watching. What will you choose?